Welcome all to my first gameplay review video. In these subsequent review videos that I will be doing, I will give you my top 5 likes, dislikes of the video games that we play, starting with Mass Effect. I will give you my comments, concerns, and thoughts on the overall gameplay, and hope you enjoy. My top 5 dislikes. Number 5. The elevators. I spent so much time riding up and down elevators in this game that I felt like I would have random musical numbers in my head for months to come. The elevators in this game definitely add to the experience of the setting in the Citadel, excavation sites, corporate headquarters, and colonies. The fact that the rides seem to last for more than 20 or 30 seconds sometimes, although not seeming like a lot of time, take up a lot of gameplay experience when you ride them 100 times in a game. That's like 30 to 50 minutes lost during your run through the storyline of the game. There are useful tidbits of information that are passed along by NPCs that are with you, but come on, where's the turbo lifts? 5-second rides maximum. Number 4. Speaking. A lot can be said for the dialogue in this game, which I will cover soon, but the fact that the alien races speak so fluently in English and with such articulation led me to a huge eye roll. I understand the demographic it's adhering to in the States and English-speaking world, and I'm sure the voices may be different for other countries. My gripe is, where the heck is the native tongues of the aliens that they speak? The Turians actually have a mechanical aspect to their voices, which is cool. The Geth have their own beeps, clicks, and whistles that you'd expect. Let's look at it from another different point of view though. What if the Klingons from Star Trek only spoke in English throughout the entire Star Trek series and movies from the inception in the 60s to now? There are loads of people out there who actually can speak Klingon due to the words and translations given in the films. And it's a damn cool language. Look at Elvish from The Lord of the Rings. Tolkien made an entire written language from scratch and then used it in spoken version in book. Now people can talk in Elvish if they wanted to. This could also be done with the Krogans, Turians, and whoever else from the game, and they missed their chance on this one. Number 3. Controls. The controls are actually fairly good in this game, with the adjustment of the sensitivity enabling more tweaking to each player's specification, as with most games these days in the start menu. It makes for a much more real experience. I have my sensitivity a little higher than most in many games because I like to turn and address enemies at different angles quicker. I only had 2 issues with the controls. One was with the vehicle driving. I would look like I'm zigzagging down a straightaway when in reality I just can't control the vehicle. It may have been the quick adjustments from first to third person views when targeting and untargeting enemies in this vehicle that threw me off. I felt like I could have better control in first person, but that limited my vision outside of the vehicle, and I would drive into a wall or even into the lava, which happened a few times off screen. Adjust the sensitivity correlation between the on-foot Shepard and the driving the battle tank Shepard. Second, I don't like how the interface of the crates and boxes that you have to decrypt was with the button A. It didn't come to play early on, but the latter part of the game when you are sprinting from enemies and juking and dodging, you have a chance to enter the decryption menu and it could cost you your life like it did here. Just change it to B or X or Y or anything. It added to my lengthy stay I had at the Geth Prime battle. Another reason was due to number 2. Glitches. Now all games have them, and I understand that they are bound to happen. I believe I recorded 3 decent ones throughout the playthrough. One is I escaped the mining shaft, which I don't have footage of, early on in the gameplay. Then there's this crazy warped Geth that I shot when battling Saren. I mean, look at that thing, it's just flinging and stretching all over the place. The last one was the worst one. It was when I was battling the Geth Prime. I was backing up against the frontal attack by the Prime in an effort to get more shots off before I made my dash away to a safer location to start shooting again. As I backed up, I somehow glitched in between these pillars and had to start the mission over. Now you say, Harkdog, that's a minor glitch. It wasn't that bad. Until you realize it took me 3 more tries to beat this part after this event occurred, further wasting time in the game and pounding my desk in frustration due to the effect of this glitch. Damn you, glitch! Number 1.
What?
Autosave. Or lack thereof. This is such a weak number 1. I know. But I was so used to autosave features from all the games I played in the previous 5 years. From the CODs to the Gears of Wars, Destiny, Battlefield, and so on, that I never thought I would have to save every 30 minutes into a mission. The reason is because it did save for you. It saved at certain huge junctures in the story, namely at the end of each mission. There are stages to each mission, though, where you complete an objective and you'd assume a save and it wouldn't be there. And you'd cycle back through the game mission again, and if you were so frustrated and forgot to save and die again, you'd repeat what you just did, and a vicious cycle occurs until you beat the mission or remember to save. This was highly prevalent on the lava planet, and the very last mission to get to Saren at the end of the game. I wasted at least 2 hours to get two 20 to 25 minute videos for you guys because I forgot to save in those 2 areas. Also, when you do remember, like in the last mission, it wouldn't allow you to save in a certain area, causing you to freak out and try and figure out why. But realizing it wants you to make it past an objective first, and then you are rewarded with a save. Gee, thanks. Appreciate it, brah. Mass Effect likes. Number 5. Galaxy Worlds. I remember first setting my eyes on the galaxy map in the Normandy and thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Then the music and the interface that went along, it felt like you were staring down at the map, picking which part of the galaxy you could explore. I generally went along with the main storyline and cut out extra time needed to play the entire game. But I did explore a few systems and the planets therein and saw some pretty cool stuff. The environments of the worlds were highly unique, from the tropical water world to a lava-infused terrain to the frostbitten mountainous tundra. It added to the experience of the game to explore these worlds through the missions and to have the missions be long enough to take you for a journey through them. I remember one planet that was green and had an atmosphere of Krypton and Xenon. Just imagining a world where that main part of the atmosphere is Krypton and Xenon is highly inventive and relays to some of the worlds that they are discovering in our own galaxy of the Milky Way. One thing is true though, I don't think Superman's parents were down there waiting for me to come visit. Number 4. Dialogue. I love the dialogue that you encounter between yourself, the squads, and the NPCs in this game. It is quite intricate and well thought out regarding answers and questions that you are able to choose when you are conversing and your charisma and intimidation levels are high enough. I did not upgrade the levels as high as they could go, but saw the additions they could apply to the gameplay the more you interacted. It can be seen in my playthrough on occasion with the scientist at the bar, but it was more prevalent in the end confrontation with Saren before he went all Terminator in the final battle. I was able to talk Saren into trying to stop the Reapers from flowing through the conduit from Darkspace. He ultimately willed himself to sacrifice himself, not knowing the horror he would become afterwards. Besides the Reapers' enhancement, it did show that there was still good in him, and a realization that the Reapers were more than just using him, they were enslaving him. Just like the previous species, civilizations, and worlds before him in the innumerous Reaper attacks on the galaxy. Number 3. Squads. Having a teammate or teammates in battle brings a helpful edge to any game, and also provides knowledge and sometimes funny quips to break up monotonous driving or elevator portions of the gameplay. While good talkers, the squad can also provide a good shot in battle, but more often than not, they are bullet magnets that draw the fire of enemies, giving you an edge against the targets. You gain the agents in your squad over the first few missions of the game and are given a choice to bring them along or leave them in their pool of anger and frustration as you strut away. I chose to involve all the characters in my adventure, and each character added lends its own unique traits to the team. You can then choose them before certain missions to aid you in battle or getting information. It's amazing the level of detail put into each character and the interactions that each have with you with mission NPCs. It gives you that extra experience between characters without your interaction that shows the feelings and concerns of that character, giving you another perspective on the situation. This piques your interest when thinking about what if a different squad or teammate may have done, said, or reacted to in the same circumstance. They're a great addition to the game and should be emulated by other new titles in the future. Number 2. Storyline. The story was great. It was shrouded in mystery throughout much of the game, dropping pieces and tidbits of information here and there, which always adds to the desire to uncover the facts and grow your knowledge of the landscape that is the game's main storyline. The backstories are very well done for each race of species. These can be read in detail if you go into the start menu and select which species you want to learn about or what situation in battle gave rise to the feelings that are now felt. It gives much more advanced understanding for the reasons or opinions behind the dislike between peoples and individuals, while bringing perspective to the politics and geography of the galaxy. Number 1. Gameplay. Now, Mass Effect is an RPG over-the-shoulder third-person view action adventure. You get to build your own character your way, which is awesome, and in a small way choose your own adventure, which is even more awesome. I used to read and choose your own adventure books and would go back when I made the wrong decision and see where it would lead me. I did not do that in this game, leaving me intrigue and wonder as to where my character would have went if I had made a different decision, like the one to save Williams instead of sacrificing Kaidan. You can be any class with a preferred set of skills. As you saw in this gameplay, I preferred the pistol class and built the Heartdog 25 Shepherd around that weapon. It would be fun to go back and see how I would have done with the shotgun class, or even my nemesis sniper class. I love the decrypting. Although it has taken a whole new level in newer games where you finish small mini games in a sense to unlock and access areas and equipment, this random button pressing design showed a cool way to simulate a number pad without inputting numbers. I also love the music in the game. It built up, and when major drama and decisiveness came, it colored the scene well and added to the emotion the game was trying to convey. These reasons leave this my #1 like on this list.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Thanks for watching my first review, gameplay of Mass Effect. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more reviews by Heartdog 25, and we will see you next time, everybody. Take care.